All right, guys, it's 48 Sharks, and I'm back with some more tips for helping deal with your anxiety and to manage it. I have some pictures this time on MS Paint because that's the greatest fucking program. Like, what is Photoshop? So now that I've wasted 15 of your seconds, I apologize and let's get straight the fuck into it. So, again, here's three quick tips on how to manage your anxiety. And like I said, I have a little bit of like a slideshow illustration thing to show you guys. So number one is cold showers. Cold showers, definitely you want to take cold showers. Well, the first, the last 30 seconds of a shower is actually when, okay, I'm panicking a little bit. Not even panicking. I'm really fucking nervous and kind of anxious right now making this video. Uh, but it's okay because I'm reframing how I'm thinking about doing this, and I'm not putting so much pressure on it anymore because fuck it, it's a video about anxiety. Anyway, cold showers. A lot of things say to take a cold shower or at least turn the water to cold the last 30 seconds of your shower. Yes, that's good. That does help reduce anxiety. However, look up somebody named Wim Hof. Wimhoff. And Wim Hof essentially talks about cold immersion. And yeah, cold immersion. And basically, you get your body and your nervous system used to being in cold water, because when you're in freezing temperatures, you're going to have that shock to your system. You're gonna feel the and it's gonna be hard to breathe. You're gonna feel that physical sensation, and that's essentially fight or flight. You're gonna feel that, and your body's gonna tense up. It might lock up, but being able to breathe through that and being able to essentially just like work through it through breathing is great. And breathing, I can't believe I didn't, like, this should have been four quick tips. Deep breathing obviously helps. That should be common. If it's not, deep breathing is one of the most immaculate things you can do. I work at a plasma center, and whenever I'm taking somebody's vitals and I'm doing their their blood pressure, their pulse will be like sometimes 109, 120, 130. I saw one time, and literally there's people, you don't even have to wait. You just calm them down. You talk very comforting to them. You tell them that, hey, just take a few deep breaths, put your feet flat on the floor, slowly breathe in and out, not just deep breaths, but slow deep breaths. And it'll drop 60 points. It'll go down to like 70 beats per minute. It's insane. So when you're doing that cold immersion, deep breaths is the same thing. That's how you fight through that fight or flight, that shock, that tightening up instinct of when you're taking cold showers. And honestly, I don't even miss warm showers. Warm showers, I feel like they make me sweaty. So, and it's kind of like jumping in a cold pool. It's very, very refreshing. So take cold showers, get your body used to the cold, embrace the cold, immerse yourself in the cold, be the cold. The cold is your friend and it will help you. So now number two, grounding techniques. I know you guys are fucking loving these illustrations right now. So grounding techniques, a lot of people talk about ways to ground yourself. I know I drew grass. I'm not talking about literal grounding where you walk outside with bare feet for the free electrons and whatnot, which also may help with your anxiety. But I'm talking about grounding as far as grounding yourself back into reality. Because when we're having anxiety attacks or when we're having panic attacks, we tend to not necessarily lose our grip on reality. We just kind of float away from it. We we might be a few inches off the ground of reality, and that's why our brain is going into the fight or flight response, because it's not what we're experiencing isn't true. There's a difference between fear and, like, when it comes to something dangerous, there's a difference between irrational fear and preparedness or the knowledge of safety. Swimming out in the middle of the ocean, and having sharks. That's probably a really bad example, but there's I really wish I could pause this so I could have some kind of fucking thoughts, but yeah, no, it's like getting on a bus and thinking somebody's gonna stab you. That's one of my personal fears, honest to God. Just getting on a bus or walking down a sidewalk or even standing in line at a store. It would be so easy for somebody to just pull out a knife and stab you and like 5 other people around them. And like, do you know how many people could get stabbed before the cops actually like catch that guy? Like, and that's such an irrational fear of mine, you know? Yes, it's possible, but is that something that's realistically going to happen? No. So then that's the time when I should use a grounding technique. Now, this could range from a lot of things. A lot of people talk about a lot of different grounding techniques. Again, you really want to connect yourself to reality. You don't want to just do, these random Instagram posts or whatever. Like I said, taking deep breaths, that one definitely helps. Box breathing is one thing that you can do. And essentially for box breathing, think of obviously a box. And what you're going to do is you're going to take 4 seconds for each side of the box, breathing in, hold it for 4 seconds, out for 4, and then hold it for 4, and then in for 4. So it's in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold. But you're going to do each one for 4 seconds. That's box breathing. There's another one where you could taste your, like, it doesn't even have to be your favorite food. You could just taste something, anything. You could taste a cookie, and literally anything that you're eating or anything that you're drinking. You could even just taste your mouth right now as how it is. And just to yourself, describe as much as you can about what you're tasting. If you are eating or drinking something, describe, is it fizzy? Is it bubbly? Is it flat? Is it syrupy? Is it thin? Is it thick? Is it dark? Is it light? Is it carbonated? Is it alcoholic? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Describe as much as you possibly can about that. And this is kind of related to like Ericksonian techniques, where you just kind of you focus on something and you just detail every single excruciatingly possible detail that you can about that. And one way that I was taught to do that by my therapist was just be aware of your body. And that's the best way to ground yourself one of the best ways that I've found. Start with your hair or your toes and go all the way up to either your hair or your toes. Do the full entire body. Think about your hair. Feel how your hair feels. Feel how it feels on your scalp. Do you feel wind? Can you wave it? Can you do this? Feel your eyes. Be aware of your eyes moving. Be aware of your nose and your skin and your chin. And be aware of everything. Describe it to yourself in your head and just be as thoroughly, excruciatingly detailed as possible. Another method, and you have probably heard about this one, is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. This is basically name 5 things that you can see. And again, you don't have to do this out loud. You could do this in your head. So just name 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Obviously, if you can't taste anything, just try to taste your mouth. And if you don't taste your mouth, you still did 5, 4, 3, 2. And you don't have to do the entire thing. You just need to do what works. That's the whole point, pretty much. And now number 3, stay in the present. 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 Whatever you do, stay in the present. The future does not exist yet, and the past has already happened. The only point in time that has ever existed and ever will exist is right now, and 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 right now, because it's the present. It's the present. Right now, you are fine. Right now, you are not dying. Right now, you are not in pain. Right now, you are watching a fucking YouTube video. Right now, you're looking at my face talking about anxiety on a video on YouTube. Right now, everything is actually okay because it's right now. 99% of the time, right now, which is all that there ever is usually going to be fine. There is that 1%, some point in our lives, where there's going to be a difficult moment, and in that moment, it will be truly difficult, and we will have the power to embrace it and overcome it. However, until then, just stay in the present. Whenever you have anxiety coming on and you feel it coming, if the grounding techniques aren't working and if you can't take a cold shower, just remind yourself, stay in the fucking present and avoid clocks. Fuck clocks. You do not, no, we do not look at clocks because clocks are our enemy. We do not like clocks because these fuckers are horrible. And when you're looking at the fucking clock all the time, you're going to be a clock watcher. And that's a big fucking no-no. Doesn't it go the other way, right? Big fucking no-no. Because you're going to look at it, and that present that you're kind of relying on, it's now going to turn into just 1 minute, and then the next minute, and then the next minute, and then the next minute, and the next, and then the next, and it's just going to keep going on and on and on and on. And you don't, that's not the kind of quality of life that you're looking for if you have anxiety. You're looking to be able to manage it. You're looking to just kind of be normal and operate on a normal function. But yeah, those are 3 pretty quick tips. Like I said, take cold showers, do the cold immersion, get used to being in cold stuff. That'll help you with the fight or flight. That'll help rewire your brain. The more you can do cold immersion, the better. The colder it is, the better. And then we talked about the grounding techniques, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, defining something in excruciating detail. Another thing you can do is just feel something. Another thing you can do is look at a picture or a postcard, a photo, look at something on your phone, and give yourself 10 seconds to memorize everything you can about it, turn it over, and try to remember every little detail about that. And again, it's distraction, getting your head out of the mode. And then the final and third thing, stay in the present. Don't look at these fucking clocks because these will kill you. We're Captain Hook here. We don't have time for that fucking Peter Pan always being a kid shit. Even though I always say be a kid, be childish, like Alan Watts. I mean, we do got to take responsibility for the things that we feel, and we can take charge and manage our stress and anxiety and our panic appropriately if we're given the right tools. So I hope this helped. Again, I'm 48 Sharks. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what you think about this video, man. I appreciate it. Because I actually did illustrations this time.
Subscribe.